Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Center Stream. I am Ariel and I'm here to talk about the Pluto and Capricorn transit that came in June of this year, June 11th to be exact, and it will be here till January of 2024. Now, why is this so important? It's important because history always repeats itself. So, Pluto was in Capricorn back in 2008. Now, we all remember what happened in 2008. There was a recession. And it's no different than what's going on right now. They may not be using the actual word, but we feel it, the energy is here, and that's what's going on right now. Before I get into it, I do want to talk about the detox drink that I've been drinking for my weight loss journey, my toning up journey, which is cucumber and mint that I'm going to be sipping on throughout this video. And if you want to check out the recipe to this drink, you guys can just go back into the history on my channel and just check it out. It's just water and mint detox water, and I did add a little bit of cinnamon in here. So all right, we're gonna get started. So like I was saying, Pluto in Capricorn was in this space back in 2008, and we all know what happened in 2008. There was a whole recession going on. Things were, very difficult. Many people lost their jobs, people even lost their homes, and the energy is back. Okay, so history repeats itself again. So this video, I want to talk about what can you do. Like, everybody has a job, everybody has a position. I want you guys to think about America just being your mother, okay? And everybody around is just your siblings. So everybody has something to do. Somebody got to mow the lawn, somebody got to do laundry to help mama out, somebody got to wash the dishes. Of course, with age and experience, you guys perfect these things. So this is what I want you to think about while I'm going through this video. Sometimes, your siblings may be a little bit sad. They may be going through a little depression, or, maybe they broke up with a boyfriend or whatever. But with each and every one of our experiences, we can help each other out. So that's what I want you guys to think about while I'm talking about this subject. So I did take some notes down. You guys, I know I have to take notes down. I am a writer, and I think I write better than I speak, but I'm trying to fuse the two together, trying to balance everything out. But I'm going to use my notes to follow along, all right? So, like I said, Pluto is in Capricorn. It'll be here till January of 2024, okay? And then it will return again in September through November 19th. And I believe that's around the time the election's going to be going on. So around the election time, it will be back. So that tells us a lot, all right? Let's see. So the banking crisis. Yes, back in 2008, there was 3 banks that failed within 5 days of each other, all right? And Capricorn rules over financial institutions. Pluto is all about beginnings and endings. And it is here to destroy things that just are not working for us anymore, all right? We got to, get out with the old and bring in the new stuff, all right? So, yes, Pluto is all over about transformation, death, and rebirth. So that is what we are experiencing right now. This is not to, make you afraid or make you nervous, but to just prepare you moving forward, all right? The question that we need to ask ourselves is, have we learned from the recession of 2008? Have we? That's what we need to ask ourselves. What are the truths and what are the lies that America's in the banking system is telling us, all right? So can we trust the banking system? Can we trust our money in the banks? Earlier this year, with the whole Silicon Valley, all the other stuff, people lost money and whatnot, and chaos. All right. And another thing I wanted to say is something that I noticed in the news. I want to say this was July 11th, as a matter of fact. A lot of the major investors have been pulling their money out of the stock market. So when the big boys, the big girls, they pull their money out of the stock market, that really means something. All right. So we really need to pay attention with what's going on with the economy. preparing, making provisions for your family, you know, food, water, just the basic needs, okay? Do not wait the last minute to be rushing out trying to get things. This is the time to, you know, be responsible, you know, be prepared. You don't want to be standing in somebody's line, you know, getting expired food and getting the bare minimum and stuff like that. Like, just, you know, start getting little stuff here and there because you never know what can happen, all right? So I do want to talk about everyone's sun sign and rising sign. So pull out your birth chart, your natal chart, and look to see where your sun sign is and your rising sign is, and combine it with what I'm telling you, okay? Pay attention to the planetary placements and how it will affect you, all right? This, what I'm reading right now, what I'm saying is just general, okay? But you have to do your homework and read your own birth chart because it's really going to tell you how to prepare for the future, okay? So, I encourage, you know, each and every one of you to just step out the box. You know, like I said, we need each other. We need each other to pull America out of this financial crisis. Everybody has a job to do, you know, and don't think that you're just a little person and, you know, you don't have any advice and you don't have any experience and you cannot contribute and whatnot. Even if it's you helping out your neighbor, you know, helping out your parents, you know, helping out your siblings and helping out your community, all right? Do what you can, all right? So we're going to start off with Aries, okay? So Aries, if you're Aries sun or rising, all right, for this recession that is happening, okay, with Pluto and Capricorn, your job this recession is to simply use your head, okay? So Aries, this transit is happening in your 10th house. 10th house is all about the career, you know, your reputation, your purpose, and the power that you have. So use your common sense when it comes to career choices, all right? You may need to find you a mentor or somebody that's in the field that you want to be in just to help guide you, but really start paying attention to your reputation, all right? Because people are not going to take you seriously if you don't take yourself seriously, all right? So Aries is a sign that is very childlike, and sometimes it can have a little bit of childlike tendencies. So this transit is really just telling you, like, really grow up, okay? This is not to hurt nobody's feelings, you know, or nothing like that. But this is, Aries is the first, you know, sign, and the energy that it comes with is very, very childlike. But with everything that's going on, you have to grow up. You have to, you know, stand up for yourself and make a name for yourself, and you can do that in your career, all right? And it's not like you don't have help. You have a mentor. Everybody has a mentor. You just have to find your mentor. Ask Spirit, ask your guide, whoever you believe in, just to help bring in that person who you can mesh well with, all right? So that's what I have with for Aries, sun and rising sign, all right? Now we're going to move on to Taurus, all right? Taurus, sun and rising sign, okay? So this transit is going to be happening in your 9th house. So explore your higher education, philosophy, publishing, religion, travel, and law. So this is the time for you to use your voice, all right? Taurus is all about using your voice, using what you got, standing for what you believe in, collaborating with foreigners and trade and stuff like that. So get out there, you know, you may start hanging out with people who you never thought you would hang out with because you guys have a common thing that you share. So this is your time to just get out there and use your voice, okay? Speak, all right? Now, we're moving on to Gemini. Gemini, sun, and rising. This transit is going to be happening in your 8th house, okay? Your 8th house is all about shared resources, other people's money, okay? The loans and all that good stuff. Knowing when to extend help and knowing when not to. Also, the 8th house is all about letting go, sex, and death. You may even experience a death of a loved one or a close family member around this transit. And the thing I like about Geminis is they are really like friend oriented. Like they have a lot of friends and they communicate very well. And you may even experience some past loved ones or close family members that are trying to communicate with you from the other side. And I don't know, it's just something about Geminis, like people just like y'all. I know sometimes, Geminis can, be that double thing, light and darkness or whatever, but it all balances each other out, you know what I'm saying? So be mindful of this transit. Like I said, you might get some gifts as far as communicating with the other side, and you might even be able to help people cross over, help spirits cross over, because sometimes spirits, they need that help. They need that help to get to where they need to go. And Gemini, you will be amazing at that. All right. So moving on to Cancer Sun and Cancer risings. If you have this placement, this transit is going to be happening in your 7th house. Your 7th house is about your job. Your job in this recession is to balance relationships and partnerships. All right. So let me see what I can say about Cancers. Really pay attention to your emotions. Okay. I like to Cancers, from the Cancers that I know, they are pretty fair in relationships, or they try a mature Cancer, okay? And this is your time to just balance your relationships with either, your family members, your close loved ones, if you're married, if you have a significant other. This transit is just all about balance. And one thing I will say about Cancers with this transit is to pay attention to your kidneys, your bladder, and your circulation, your veins, and stuff like that. So really focus on that aspect. And this is really going to hit your love life the most with this transit. So even if you're in a relationship and let's say you're all about balance, but your partner is not. Think about what you're going to sacrifice. Is it worth sacrificing your self-love? Is it worth sacrificing what you really believe in? If you're a woman, are you overly giving? If you're a masculine, are you taking too much? You get what I'm saying? So with this aspect, you just have to really just think about how are the scales being balanced in this placement right here. So that's what you need to, really think about, Cancer. All right. So moving on, if you have Leo, Sun or Rising, this transit is going to be happening in your 6th house. All right. So 6th house, your job this recession is to just be the example of health and living. All right. Motivate people by being the example of what it is to live a healthy lifestyle. Share your workouts, how you care for yourself, what foods you eat, etc. So, y'all, this is the transit I have. And in the past, like I said, this is not the first time I have lost weight and gone through this and this and this and all that. But to me, this time, getting in the best version of me, the best shape that I could be for myself, it is because of health. In the past, the reasons for me doing it was not what it is now. And for me, it is a lifestyle. Right now, it's definitely a lifestyle for me right now. And I feel like I'm able to share my experiences a little bit better because I have a different perspective. So with all of this, it's not like you're doing anything new. You're revisiting something that you've already tapped into before. All right. So Leo, Suns and Rising, you're the sun, you're really going to just give that life back into society, with this recession that is here, getting people back into that healthy mindset and moving forward. You get what I'm saying? So pay attention to your intestines, your digestive system, your gallbladder, your pancreas, your nervous system, stuff like that. And you're good to go, Leos. All right, and it's about to be Leo season. Okay, I'm gonna move on to Virgo. So Virgo, Sun and Rising. Okay, your job is to tap back into your heart space. Okay, you want to spend more time with who you want to spend more time with. Okay, just in general, invite more creativity and fun. Stop worrying about how things will happen. Just live in the moment. Virgos, I have this rising sign, so this applies to me too. Don't worry about how the romance is going to come. Don't worry about um, how you're going to have XYZ to have fun. Just be open to what it is that you want to do, and just be in that receiving mode, be in the receiving energy, to whereas you can manifest the things that you truly want. So this is kind of like a kick back, have fun, relax. The more you don't stress, the better this transit will be for you. I know it's like crazy, to think of that, like, oh, we're in a recession, I'm just supposed to kick back and da 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 da. But yeah, you are. That's your job. Okay. Now we're gonna move on to Libra. So Libra, Sun and Rising. This transit is going to be happening in your fourth house, okay? So your job is to tap back into your ancestral roots, okay? The dynamic between the masculine and the feminine has been tainted, all right? All these podcasts, people talking left and right, what it is to be a masculine, what it is to be a feminine, they don't know what they're talking about, okay? As society, we need to remember what it means to have balance in the home, okay? You know what it means, okay? You know what it takes to have that balance. And it's your job to share that with the collective, okay? So this transit, it will be beneficial for you to work at home. It will be beneficial for you to visit grave sites of your loved ones. And really venerate your ancestors, all right, if that's what you believe in. But really, this transit is asking for you to just tap back in, okay? Tap back into your ancestral roots, okay? All right, so now we're going to move on to Scorpio. So Scorpio, Sun and Risings. This transit is going to be happening in your third house. So the third house, this will be a good time to seek therapy, okay? This is not the time to be stuck in your head. Communication with someone is very imperative at the time. Communication about your childhood. This may be a time to grow closer to your siblings, or this may be a time for you to move back, step away from your siblings, okay? And work on yourself and do your own thing. So, Scorpios, like I said, everybody has a job to do, and some people, in mama's house, need to wash the dishes and mow the grass and sweep the floor, and, and some of the kids, or some of the members of the family, they might be going through a breakup, okay? And you're in that category, so if you are going through this and you're feeling, a little bit depressed and sad, this recession, it's time for you to just really just focus on yourself, okay? Seek that therapy. Talk to someone. Don't be all up in your head and just thinking, going and going and going and going. No, speak to someone, all right? Find somebody that you trust, and you can talk about your traumas. You can talk about your issues, and so we can get you squared away, all right, Scorpio? Okay, I need some drink. Okay, now we're gonna move on to Capricorn. So Capricorn, Sun and Rising. This transit is going to be happening in your first house, all right? So this transit is all about you showing up, how you show up to the world, all right? Who are you really, Capricorn? Who are you when you are not working? Are you aware of your habits and how they are affecting you in the long run? All right, Capricorn. So this transit is just really for you to just reflect. One good thing that you can do for this recession is mirror magic. All right. Really, every morning when you wake up, brush your teeth, wash your face, say your affirmations, okay, in the mirror. Talk to yourself, and really just tap back into self. I feel like Capricorn, you're giving left and right, you're doing for others here and there, and you're not taking care of yourself. So this transit, it's time for you to take care of yourself. Think about that teenager that's like in high school who going through puberty, or has gone, or is going through puberty, and Last year, you know, she had pimples all in her face, or he had pimples on her face, and now they're all gone. And you're just glowing up. And you're just trying to figure out, who am I? Like, what am I? That's you. Okay, so Capricorn, um, really just pay attention to yourself, your self identity, and who you are and what you bring to the world. You may be like at that phase, you know, like I said, with the whole pimples and whatnot, and they get better, and you got your glow up, or you might be going through the transition to where you just hit puberty and you are actually experiencing the blemishes, the pimples, and stuff like that. So it just depends. So what I'm just trying to say is, Capricorn, focus on yourself and your self identity and how you show up to the world. All right, now, so now we're moving on to Aquarius. So Aquarius, this Aquarius sun and rising, this transit is going to be happening in your 12th house. All right, so your job this recession is to mind your business. Okay, literally mind your business. You have been pouring into other people and their projects. This is the time to go within. All right, this is the time to rest. This is the time to sleep. Okay, Spirit wants to communicate with you so you can have the ideas for the billionaire business ideas that we all need. Okay, so relax. All right, so Aquarius, you know, you have been doing the most. All right, remember what I was saying about Mama House? You know, everybody got something to do. Think about it like you got a foot injury. Okay, you can't do nothing. Okay, your foot broke. You on crutches. This whole recession, you can't do nothing. Okay, all you can do is lay, sleep down. Matter of fact, you broke both your legs. Okay, you can't do nothing. Just lay down, you know, communicate with spirit, receive your dreams, just have a journal. Okay, this recession, you need to keep a journal around. All right, keep your journal close to you. Every time you go to bed, you wake up, you have a dream, write it down. Okay, there are dream interpretations that you can look up online. There's books that you can read. This is the time to tap back into spirit, period. All right, Aquarius. All right, so now we're going to move on to Pisces. So Pisces, this transit is going to be happening in your 11th house. All right, Pisces, sun and rising. So your job is to make meaningful connections with people this recession. All right, go out, network, make friends. You will be the one to share business opportunities with other people. You will be, because you're extremely intuitive. All right, you know who mesh well together, as far as friends. You might even be playing matchmaker. Okay, you know who would be good for each other. So really think about that, Pisces. People don't really understand you because you actually have all the experiences of all the signs. All right, you have all the wisdom. So you are no like newbie to this. All right, that's why you out in the streets. Okay, you are the one collaborating with everyone. You get everybody together, and this is where you need to be. All right, so don't be shy. Pisces, this recession, go out, you know, a couple of times out the week, you know, get dressed, or, you know, go to a bar, you know, go somewhere. Okay, you're going to connect with people in general. All right, so that's all I have for this transit that's going to be happening. Okay, this Pluto and Capricorn transit that's going to be happening June 11th. Well, it is here already, June 11th through January of 2024, and then it will return again September 1st through November 19th of 2024, around the time that elections are going to be happening. So you guys, you know, keep in mind everything that's going on. Everybody has a job to do, and sometimes your job is to just sit down. Okay, all right, much love to you all.